everyone, and welcome to Crochet Day by Day with me, Nadej, where I am taking you on my crochet adventures, experiments, and sharing some stories. Today is the first video in October, so you know what that means. We're going to go over everything that I crocheted in September. It's a really wonderful, gloomy day today. It's a little rainy and cooling down, so fall is upon us, and for some of those that subscribe to it, spooky season. I subscribe to spooky season, so I have a lot of fun things coming up here for you in the month of October, but let's go ahead and recap everything that I accomplished and started in September. So first things first, September was still pretty warm around here, so I did still make a few mesh lace tops. And I made this just freehand. It's just a large mesh stitch top. It's nice and long, it covers my behind. And I just did two panels, a back panel and then a front panel. And I just single crocheted kind of a border for the arms and the neck and then just stitched it together. I didn't know if it was going to fit because of the neck hole, but it fits. It actually does fit. It's pretty high up, which is kind of nice, but for me, I definitely will need to wear a shirt underneath it, but it turned out pretty nice. I will make sure, by the way, to link all the yarn that I use below, and if I have a pattern, I will link it as well. This I just kind of made up. It's a large mesh stitch. Basically, you chain 4, you double crochet in the 4th stitch, chain 4, double crochet in the 4th stitch, and that's all it is. You double crochet in the double crochet from the row before, and there you have it. I think I have just a stitch pattern for this that I can send on over, or that I can link down below for you guys if you're wanting to make something like this. It's probably be good for like hammocks for yarn, stashing your yarn, and things like that. I just wanted to give this a try and see what I could make out of it. Next, I have this really pretty lacy shirt that I made. I have a video for this if you're curious about it. It's more of a vlog style video, but I did create a video and I'll link that for you as well. It's just another Rusty Road top from MJ's Off the Hook design, and I just did this in a cotton and just wanted to have another lacy top because I think they're really pretty. It's nice and light, and I had a lot of fun making it. They work up so quickly too. It's a really beautiful shirt. I'll show some video, of course, of me twirling around in it and so on. It was a lot of fun to make. I enjoyed it a lot. Now, I did also create a beautiful blanket for my cousin, and there is a video for that as well, and I'll just play some of that video here. She absolutely loved this blanket. The yarn is the Brava worsted weight bulky, I believe, and the pattern is also from MJ's Off the Hook design. I do a lot of her patterns just because they're easy to follow and they work up pretty quickly. Not that this is a race or anything, but I just love seeing the yarn that I purchase form out of these skeins or balls into just something beautiful. That is my favorite thing of all when it comes to making any fiber arts, just seeing this yarn transform into something that comes out of your mind. So she really loved that blanket, and I finally finished my aunt's blanket. I did just an even moss stitch with this, and I used the blanket, Bernat blanket. Again, I'll link this below. It's nothing fancy. This yarn is called Faded Blues. She wanted something to kind of match her decor in her house, or her living room, I suppose, which is blue and gray. And it is pretty heavy, but she wanted a big blanket, and it's perfect right now for the season since it is starting to cool down. I might need to make her just an all-time just year-round kind of light afghan, but it will still keep you warm with those lovely acrylic yarns. So a few things though, that's what I finished. So I finished those 4 things, and that I remember. I can't really remember. I'm doing like 10 projects at once. Like, if you don't have 10 things going on at once, do you even crochet? Come on. So I did actually, I made this shirt up. Now, it's not complete. It's still in 2 pieces. It's just held together by some stitch markers. And to be honest, it doesn't fit because I just kind of measured a little incorrectly and I didn't really take into consideration the neck hole. I think it's going to fit around my neck, but I haven't finished it because I just don't know if it's gonna fit, and I don't really want that disappointment right now. So it's not complete, but I did kind of just create this on my own. I used sort of like a, I guess you could say a mesh stitch. It's more like I chained 2, single crocheted into the 3rd stitch, chained 2, single crochet into the 3rd stitch, and then I just did single crochet back loop only border, and then just a ribbing like that as well. We'll see if I finish this one. I'm sure I will, but it just, I have a bit of a mental block on this one. But I like it. It's really soft, and I do really want to complete this because I think it's going to turn out really pretty once it is fully complete. But it is getting cold, so we're gonna moving into the blanket and sweater season, which I have yet to complete a sweater, but I have a lot of that coming up. So let me show you a couple of things that I started in regards to sweaters. So using the same Rusty Road stitch, or yeah, we'll call it a stitch, I am using that to make a long cardigan. So this is 1 panel, and I'm calling this the pumpkin pie cardigan because the color of the yarn is called pumpkin pie. It's going to have 4 long panels and then arms, and that's all I'm going to do. I just need to start blocking these, which I'm going to do after I am done filming this video, and create a couple more. I will have a video coming out on that as well, so you can see how it turns out. I'm actually really excited about this because it is fall and pumpkin patch time is coming. It might be perfect for the pumpkin patch, so where it's kind of like still a little warm during the day, cooler at night, whenever you go, it's going to be a really nice just duster, and I can wear it around the house for fun or to other events and things like that. So I'm actually really excited. I have yet to make one of these, and I'm just kind of coming up with it on my own. So we'll see how it turns out, though there will be a video coming up for that. The pattern, I guess, is down below, and I can elaborate more on the video. So another thing, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with TL Yarn Crafts, but she has a new pattern that just came out, well, several actually, and this is going to be a cardigan. I only have the back panel, and I wasn't sure what kind of yarn I was going to use, or excuse me, what pattern I was going to use for this yarn. It's the Skein Tones Truffle color, and I knew I was going to make a cardigan, but not what kind. So she ended up having a video come out last month, and I was like, oh, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make this hopefully next month. If not, it'll probably be in November, but this is something that I am certainly planning on doing. So I have like a nice warm cardigan, not just a cardigan, not a long one, a cardigan for the colder months coming up. And doing another stitch here, the Rusty Road stitch, to make another sweater, and we'll see how that turns out. Again, just kind of making it up because I really like this pattern, this design. It's just so pretty, and I really just, it's so easy, it's pretty, it's good for fall because you can just layer, of course. This is with the Lion Brand Heartland tweed yarn. This one happens to be Black Canyon tweed with all the colors there, and last time I checked it was sold out, but on Lion Brand's website, but I did get some more from Joanne because I thought I might run out. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, moving on from that, a few other things that I have started but not yet finished and plan on finishing hopefully in the month of October. I am making spooky pillow covers. I have this one, which if you couldn't tell, is supposed to be Beetlejuice inspired. Kind of like his outfit there. It's gonna go wrap around the blanket or the pillow like this. I have yet to finish it because I don't have the rest of them yet, and I want to finish them all together. So I have that design, and then a couple others that I found. This one isn't finished because I ran out of yarn. But I got the yarn, so I should be able to finish these here soon. I'm going to make a total of 4 different ones. And this one, I'm actually kind of really excited. Not kind of, I'm really excited about it. But it's going to take time. Not that it's hard, it just is going to take time. So, let me show you. I'm making granny squares out of this bright orange. It is so hard to see because this yarn is bright. But I'm making the cover of my pillow cover, or the front of the pillow cover, into spider webs. So I'm going to make several and kind of just layer them up like a granny square blanket. They're all going to be spider webs, and then the back will just be these orange ones. I only have one spider web because I wanted to show you guys. There is a pattern for this. I'm going to need to block these and do a bunch of stuff to make sure that kind of like stretches out and looks good. So that's part of the process for why this is going to take a while. And I have to make like 7 more or 5 more of these, but they work pretty quickly. They do work pretty quickly. I think I timed it. It's like 15 to 20 minutes per square. And these are solid granny squares. I feel like traditional granny squares take way less time for me. Anyway, for me, they usually take like, I don't know, 10 minutes? Just depends if you're changing colors or not, right? And then I have another pattern for a 4th pillow cover that I have yet to start, but I will be sure to put a video up for that so you guys can see what is going on there. And that'll be fun because I am going to be decorating my house a little bit, not crazy of course, but just a little bit to get into the vibe of the spooky season. And that is kind of it for those. I've started a project that I don't know if I'm going to finish in, well, I don't know if I'm going to finish it this year, possibly, but I've created little granny squares. Is that better? A bunch of different granny squares, just traditional. And what I'm going to do with these, so these, I have, I don't know why I thought about this. I think I saw something on Pinterest, but I'm going to turn these granny squares, I thought into keychains, and maybe I still will, but I'm going to make them kind of puffy, like use material. This is supposed to be like a donut, but I don't know if it's going, my plan is going to execute how I see it in my head, where it is out here in the real world. But I have all these different pattern or fabrics. This is just like coffee. It's probably not going to show up very well. We've got avocado toast, cameras, bacon, other designs that I have. I just went a little crazy because it was on sale. And I'm just going to make either keychains or ornaments, maybe ornaments for the holiday season to give away as gifts. That might actually work a little bit better because they work up pretty quickly as far as these go, but I don't know about like the material and stuffing it and things like that. We'll see. We'll see. I am still developing those. So we'll see about that. And I guess the last thing I have here is a blanket that I have started for my mom. My mom's birthday is October 31st. As a kid, this was one of the most exciting days of the year because it was Halloween and my mom's birthday. So not only did we go trick-or-treating, we also had a really great dinner and cake, and we celebrated my mom for her birthday. So since I've been crocheting like a maniac this year, I decided that I wanted to make her a blanket, and she's a really big fan of just dark greens. and I found this beautiful green. It is the same as these other Heartline brand Heartland. I forget the color, but I will link it down below. They're all these like canyon names because they're this like pretty tweed, the way that they are mixed together, and it's so soft. Let me see what these are made of. Hold on. It's just acrylic, but it is some of the softest acrylic I have ever felt, and it feels beautiful. I've only got through 3 skeins so far, and that is, I think I'm gonna need 10. I ordered several just in case I ran out, and I'm just gonna add some like fringe at the bottom because I think she likes that style, and I'm really excited. I'm just gonna be working on this throughout the month while I work on other projects in like larger quantities. But we'll see how all that turns out. I have a few other things that I'm working on as well, and I'm just really excited for this month because there are just so many things that I want to accomplish, and I really hope that I can. I plan on having a lot more content come out for you guys as well, because this is kind of that time of year where it gets, for me, really exciting. The month that I love the most is October. So I am really excited for this month. So many birthdays in this month, and then we run into our holidays, and then my birthday is at the beginning of the year. It's in January. So a lot of fun things happening coming up in the next couple months, and all these fun projects, and I just cannot wait to share that with all of you. And I really want to thank you guys for being here so much and looking at the things that I've made. Let me know if you have a favorite down below, or if there's something that you're planning on working on for spooky season or just for the rest of the year. Any ideas maybe down below, things that you'd like to see me try, because I'm just kind of repeating a lot of the same patterns. This is just the Calming Stripe blanket pattern in a solid color, which is a modified single crochet cluster, and I love it. It works up so fast. I will be giving a little more detail about this in an upcoming video, a yarn haul that I have for you guys, which will probably be the last yarn haul for the year. I think I have enough yarn. I better have enough yarn. I better. I would never really say this, but there is too much. I cannot even handle it. You guys don't even see what's happening over here, but there are boxes of yarn that I am holding on to so I can do a yarn haul, and then I can put them away. That's my goal. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, hanging out with me, looking at all my makes for the month of September. I hope you stay tuned for the rest of October. I will have more content coming out for you. And again, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope you are having a really wonderful day today. And if you are sticking around, I will see you next time.